Hi, everyone, and welcome to Bonnier Christian Church Yoga with Linda. I'm Linda, and I'm so happy to have you join me today and to join our class. So today is March 15th, so happy March 15th, the windy month. So our class today will be one of a slow flow and moving on to a Yin class, which Yin is going to hold the poses for 3 minutes. So you'll see that I have my cell phone for timing. And today is also a time for contemplation. So with each Yin pose, I will be making a statement or a quote for you to think about. So no right or wrong thoughts, no judgment, no self-judgment, just things to think about as we move through the flow, as we stay in postures and listen to our bodies and listen to our hearts. So take a moment here to find a comfortable seat. You'll notice I'm sitting on a blanket, and if sitting cross-legged is not comfortable for you, there's always the option of using blocks underneath your knees. It helps you to sit a little bit taller. It might give you support if your legs get tired. So if that works for you and that's comfortable, today that feels very comfortable for me. So I think I'm going to use this in the very beginning of class. So let's find a nice tall seat, really lengthening out the spine, the crown of the head reaching for the sky, the base of the spine gravitating and moving towards the earth. Shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Belly button is knitted to the spine. Maybe close your eyes or find a soft gaze a few feet in front of you, following your own breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And as you sit with your own breath, finding your own length in your spine, I'm bringing my palms together at heart center, and I'll begin our practice with one round of Om. You're welcome to join me. Inhaling to chant, big breath in. Om. Bring your palms together at heart center if they're not already there, and slowly begin rubbing your palms together. So creating a little friction, as if you might be starting a campfire. Maybe you have your favorite rock in your hands or something that you really love, and you're just gonna play with it a little bit. Maybe it's Play-Doh. You remember how to do that as a child, and you're just kind of having a little bit of fun, creating some warmth here in the hands, but also getting action in the arms, keeping that belly button knitted to your spine. Ribs are lifted, chest is lifted, open heart. Breathing in and out through your nose. A lot of action here. Maybe your arms are getting tired. It's okay. We're almost through. Breathe in and out through your nose at your own pace. Slow it down. Left palm comes to heart center, right palm over top. Tuck the chin to the chest ever so slightly. Close your eyes. Our first thought of contemplation is a quote from Rumi. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. Yesterday, I was clever, So I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise. So I am changing myself. Continue breathing in and out through your nose throughout this practice. And let's open our practice with celebration of this new day. So inhale, open arms wide for joy. Exhale, round and contract for love. Bring everyone into your circle. Inhale, lift your arms high. Thanksgiving and praise. Palms come together as you exhale, gratitude. Two more like this. Inhale, joy. Exhale, round and contract for love. Inhale, lift arms high, thanksgiving and praise. Exhale, palms come together at heart center. Anjali Mudra, gratitude. Last one, inhale. Joy, exhale, love. Inhale, thanksgiving and praise. Exhale, gratitude as palms come down to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Interlace your fingers here. Push your arms out in front of you. Reverse the palms. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, reverse the palms, pushing out, finding a little bit of contraction here. Inhale, reverse it, bring it up. Exhale, reverse, bring it down. Two more. Inhale, reverse, bring it up. Exhale, reverse, bring it down. Knit that belly button to spine. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Relax the arms, rest the palms on the knees, shake out the hands. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, right arm comes down to the mat, left arm stretch up on the inhale. Exhale, reach it up and over, pushing into your right hand on the mat. Stay here. You might want to look up at your arm. You can keep your gaze in front of you or even at the floor, whatever works comfortably for your neck here. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm comes down to the mat, right arm stretches up and over as you press into the palm of your left hand. Gaze is down on the mat, out in front of you, or reaching up, looking up to the sky. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, right arm comes down behind you, left arm comes down behind the right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin twisting from belly button, ribs, chest, shoulders, neck, head, eyes. Breathe in and out through your nose here. Inhale, come back to center, arms rise. Exhale, left arm comes down behind you, right arm comes down behind the left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin twisting from belly button to ribs, chest, shoulders, neck, head, eyes. Keeping your nice tall spine, breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms come gently down towards the knees. Take a moment here. Feeling the action, the energy you've created. Inhale, center, right arm comes out in front of you with the elbow bent at a 90-degree angle. Left arm comes underneath, so you can stay here or bring the palms closer together, or you can wrap your fingers if that's available to you. Lift the elbows high, karate chop the arms in front of you, tuck the chin. Breathing in and out through your nose as you open up the upper back. See if you can find placement of the breath in the upper back. On your next exhale, release the arms gently. Allow them to come down to your knees. Maybe shake out the arms, wiggle the shoulders just a little bit. Find that tall seat. Once again, lift the belly button to the spine, sit nice and tall. Left arm comes out, then your elbow 90-degree angle. Right arm comes underneath. Maybe you place your arms like this. Maybe you can bring the backs of your palms together, backs of the top of your hand together, or maybe you can bring your palms together. Lift the elbows, karate chop the arms forward, tuck the chin. Inhaling in and out through the nose. On your next exhale, gently release the arms, unwind, bring them down to the knees. Maybe do just a little bit of a wiggle. If your legs are getting tired, you can switch your legs. So last opener here, arms come out, 90-degree angles, bring them towards the center. Palms stay open. Inhale, open. Exhale together. Inhale, open. Exhale together. Inhale, open. Exhale together. Keep your belly button knitted to that spine. You're getting nice and strong here. Together a little bit faster. Open, close, breathe it. Open, close. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Arms come down to rest. Right palm faces up, left hand sits on top. Thumbs are together. Tuck the chin. Take a moment here just to feel the sensations of the body. So today we'll be working a little bit on our side stretches. So if you were sitting on a blanket or you also have blocks as I do, go ahead and remove your blocks. Preparing for cat and cow. So if you didn't have anything you were sitting on or you had no blocks, you can already come to all fours, knees under the hips, palms underneath the shoulders. Find a tabletop. We'll do several rounds of cat, cow. So inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Keep your belly button knitted to your spine as we move. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale. Exhale. We have one more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to tabletop and walk a little bit forward. Straighten out your right leg, tuck the toes of your right leg, and just gently rock back and forth. Maybe give yourself a little toe massage, a little foot massage if you want to roll over the foot, keeping your belly button knitted to your spine. Slowly drag that right foot to the left side of your mat, plant the foot. Get nice and strong in your torso. Inhale. Allow that right arm to come up, reaching for the sky. Push into your right foot and push away from the mat with your left hand. Stay here or inhale. Exhale, reach up and over for a nice side body stretch. Few breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the arm down, the leg back to tabletop. Bring your hips to your feet. Maybe sit up for a second, shake out the hands. We're going to go to the other side. Coming back to tabletop. Knees under the hips, belly button knitted to the spine, palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, stretch out your left leg, flex your feet, and rock back and forth. Give yourself a little massage in the calf, maybe in the toes, maybe in the foot. If you round your foot, press your foot into the mat. Inhale, center. As you exhale, flatten that left foot, bring it to the outer edge of the right side of your mat. Get strong in your core. Inhale, left arm rises. Push into your left foot and away from the mat with your right hand. Grip those fingertips into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and over to get a nice side body stretch here. And we're here for just a few breaths as we work our flow. On your next inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, bring it down. Bring the knees underneath. Tuck the toes. Slowly bring your hips towards your heels. You might stay here if that's too much action for you, but if you can, sit all the way up, shoulders back, down and away from the ears. Give yourself a little foot stretch, a little toe stretch here. It can be very intense, so you don't need to stay too long. On your next exhale, come back down to all fours. Roll onto your left hip. Stretch both legs. So we're going into what is known as the lying Buddha. This gives us a nice stretch on our side. So in this case, it's the left side for me. Looks like the right side for you. So sitting nice and tall, if this is too intense, you can go lower. You can also go on a block. So you want to find whatever tension works best for you. So this is still part of our flow. It's not the yin practice yet, but we'll be here for a few breaths. So right hand works as a kickstand out in front of you. Pushing away from the mat with your left hand. If it's hard for you to keep both legs stacked, you can place one in front of the other or even bend your knee. So just a few breaths here. I am changing myself. Transformations always happen organically, and they begin with us. So on your next exhale, bend both knees and turn over to the other side. So I'm going to switch just so I can continue watching you. Stretch the legs out if that works for you. Otherwise, bend them if you need to. Sides are different, so you can be way up, extended fully arm, or halfway, or even use a block. Or if it's too much, maybe you come here. But whatever you're doing, don't let your shoulders sink. So we're going to be nice and tall, really stretching. I'm pushing away with my right arm from the mat and extending my legs. Left hand is out in front, using as a little bit of kickstand to provide some balance. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just enjoy this stretch. Just a few more breaths here. Become aware of what you're feeling, the sensations in your body. So preparing to come out of the pose, bend your legs, push up onto your mat. Take a moment here. We're going to just cross our legs if that feels good to you. Find that nice tall seat once more. You might keep your blanket handy as we begin to do half butterfly. So sitting nice and tall, your left leg or your right leg is already bent. Whatever your front leg is, bring that leg out in front and stretch it, flexing the foot. Grab a block if you have it handy. You don't have to use it, but it is very helpful. So with a nice tall seat, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, side bend towards your extended leg. Let that arm drop down. The left arm can come in front of you. It can come behind you. If you want to use a block in front of you so you can rest, that's okay too. So we're stretching out the left side of our body. This is our first Yin pose. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Starting now. And so our contemplation thought here is, when we cease to try to fix the world fixes itself. And this is an unknown proverb. Once you've found your position, you can relax your foot, relax your knee, relax your jaw. Maybe you like to drop your head. Whatever is comfortable for you here. So a lateral stretch of the spine is not as common as a forward and backward stretch, which is what we do all day long. So allowing our bodies to be in this position for an extended amount of time opens up space in the side body, opens up space in the spine, in the connective tissues of the spine. When we cease to try to fix the world fixes itself. And just continue breathing in and out through the nose. And let everything relax as you allow your body to maybe drop a little bit more towards the extended leg side of your body. Don't try to fix anything, just let it go. If it becomes too intense, maybe push back up a little bit. Gravity really does work with us here, and sometimes the extension can be too much. As we prepare to come out of the pose, if your arm was behind you, bring it forward, place it on the mat in front of you. If you are using a block, remove the block first, place your other hand on the mat, and slowly begin to come back to center with your torso. Please take your time here. And in center, with eyes closed, feel for the adjustments, the changes that have taken place on this just one side of the body. So preparing to go to the other side, bring your arms behind you. Rest on the arms behind you, bring both feet to the floor. Wiggle the legs back and forth like a windshield wiper. Come back to center, extending your opposite leg. For me, it's the left. For you, it may be the right. Bring the sole of the foot in as close to your thigh as you would like. Sit up nice and tall, finding your length always before moving forward. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, left arm comes down towards the extended leg. Right arm comes up and over. Maybe it sweeps in front. Maybe you stop with a kickstand here or bring it back behind you. Perhaps you want to use a block again on this side, so you have a little bit more opportunity for relaxation. Also, it helps you find the balance of what is just right. Not too much, not too little, but just enough, like Goldilocks. So here, we'll be here for 3 minutes. When we cease to try to fix the world fixes itself. So breathing in and out through your nose. Become aware of where you feel your breath. Is it in the upper chest, the upper back, the low back, the belly? Can you let go and relax your foot, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your shoulders, your neck, the face, your jaw, the forehead, take a moment to internally examine your own body and where you might hold tension. And allow this tension to let go and the body to self-repair. Our bodies are miracles. They fix themselves when we allow them to. When we let go of control. When we show love and respect to every cell of our body. Just one more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. If your arm was behind, resting on your low back, bring it around to the front. Place your palm on the mat. If you were resting on a block with your other hand, please bring that to the mat. Give yourself a moment here and slowly begin to come back to center. Find those sits bones sitting equally on both sides. Bring the hands behind you. Bend your left leg in. Both feet come to the floor. And windshield wipe however you like. You can walk your legs out. Do one in. Do one out this way. In and out this way. Whatever feels good to you here. Walk both heel toe, both knees or both legs into center. Come back to seated, but stretch both legs out in front of you. So we're going into half shoelace. You may need to sit on a blanket. You may want to prop underneath your knees. So take your time to find what works for you here. So half shoelace, bend your right leg, foot is flat on the floor, flex your left foot, that's the extended leg. Cross your right leg over your left leg and place it above the knee. So you can see my knee is quite high. Some people are very, very low, but for me, that's not true. If I sit on a blanket, that gives me a little bit more support. This one's quite high, but that's okay. That might make it just a little more comfortable for me, and it might work better for you. So hands come down to the mat, slowly walk forward. And when you get that sensation of, oh, I really feel that, you might go just a tinge more, and then drop the head, relax the feet, and stay here. So we're here for 3 minutes also. The longer you're here, the more you're going to want to let gravity just assist you in opening up those connective tissues. And our quote for contemplation here is, you can only lose what you cling to. You can only lose what you cling to. So breathing in and out through the nose. Take a moment of observation to see where you feel the intensity of this pose. It's different for everyone. You may find that you need to have something underneath your leg that is extended because keeping it straight is too difficult. Then you use a rolled up blanket or a cushion or a pillow. So find ways of bringing the floor to you when something doesn't feel quite right. You can only lose what you cling to. Allow your exhale to release even more. Breathing in and out through the nose. Can you let everything go? Relax every muscle. The jaw, all the muscles of the face and the neck. As we prepare to come out of the pose, both palms are planted on the mat. Slowly walk your way back up to a tall seat. And before releasing the leg, just become aware of the sensations. On your next inhale, bring your bent leg, your right leg in my case, up towards the chest. And then stretch it out in front of you. Flex both feet, point both feet. Flex, point. Maybe you make circles one way and then the other way. Moving to the other side, find your nice tall seat. Then your opposite leg, for me it's the left. Inhale, center. Bring that left leg over above the right knee. Sit nice and tall. As you exhale, plant fingertips or palms on the mat and walk them forward until you find where there's a little bit of an edge in the stretch. And the stretch can be different for everyone as to where it is. So you have to just listen to your own body. And when you're ready, relax the feet. Allow the head to fall forward. And remain here, breathing in and out through the nose. You can only lose what you cling to. If you're holding any tension in your legs, let them go. Any tension in the hip, the upper leg, let it go. The shoulders. In the neck. Maybe you're clenching your teeth, but you don't know it. Let it go. Release all the tension. You can only lose what you cling to. And breathing in and out through the nose, maybe you find yourself sinking a little bit deeper into the pose, allowing those connected tissues to gather oxygen, to stretch, to yawn, to open up, and bring nutrition and value to those parts of the body that are sometimes just closed off because of the tension we assign there. In preparing to come out, plant both palms on the mat. Walk the arms back towards you. Very, very slowly. Come to a tall seat. Knit your belly button to your spine. Inhale, center. As you exhale, grab the leg, the knee that was crossed over your extended leg. Flex the foot, the extended leg. Bring that bent knee in toward your chest and slowly extend that leg out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Again, flex the feet and point the feet. Bring your arms out as well. Flex the wrist with the feet and point the wrist with the feet. Flex, point. Let's do this with a breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. And now we're going to make circles one way. I know this looks funny. Circles the other way. And shake them out, shake them out, shake everything out. Shake, 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 shake. Ah, that feels so good. So roll onto one hip or the other, bend your knees. We're coming back to cat-cow. And then we're moving into lizard pose. So come into our cat-cow, flat tabletop, knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Drop the belly, lift the head. And you may feel some sensitivity here from just the exercise we finished. Drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head as you exhale. 2 more full rounds, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Come back to tabletop. This is where I'll be using my blocks. Walk your hands over to your left side. Swing your right leg out in front of you, knees over the ankle. Bend your left knee, left leg, stretch it out, flatten the foot. If you don't use blocks, you can keep your hands on the mat and you're looking in front of you with shoulders back, down, away from the ears. However, I like to use blocks, sometimes a little bit lower, but this is kind of where I need to be today. So find that stretch in the quad. So right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. There's still strength in the leg, but you're really stretching out the quad of the left leg. So our thought for contemplation while in lizard pose is, nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. So breathing in and out through the nose. Find some strength here in your right foot as you allow your left leg to release and that hip flexor of the left side of the body to release. You may find yourself releasing so much that you lower your blocks and stretch a little bit more. That's okay, even though this is yin and you're supposed to be in the pose without moving or fidgeting. If your body is really telling you you can go deeper, then maybe try to go deeper. Just be mindful that sometimes when you do that, you really overdo it and can do more damage. So in my case, I like to think that less is more. We find that edge and we just stay there. So breathing in and out through the nose. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. So preparing to come out of the pose. If you're on blocks, leave your hands there. If your fingertips or hands are on the mat, leave them there. Slowly bring your hips towards your heels. Stretch out your front leg. Bring the right hip crease back and the left hip crease front, stretching out the front leg. Tuck the head. And when you're ready, if you were on blocks, bring your hands down to the mat. Bend your right leg and bring it back down to the mat with knee bent. And just give yourself a moment here to feel the sensation. And it might surprise you where you feel that sensation. I felt it in 2 different places on both sides of my body. So coming back to lizard on the other side for 3 minutes, coming back to tabletop, put your blocks out in front of you. Take 1 round of cat-cow. Bend that left leg, bring it up, bring the leg up. Knee is over the ankle. Stretch out as far as you would like. So if your knee remains over your ankle here, I don't know if you can see, there we go. You can stretch out that back leg a little bit more. Belly button is knitted to the spine, shoulders back down, away from the ears. We're here for 3 minutes. If it becomes too much for you, you can always take a break. If it's too much on your knees, you can always put padding underneath your knees. Left hip crease is back, right hip crease is forward, squaring off the hips. Shoulders back, down, away from the ears. Acknowledge the sensations that you're feeling. Take a break when you need to. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. If you've ever heard the expression that so-and-so or this certain thing is just a pain in my side, that's what is being mentioned here. Apparently, it's there for a reason. So breathe in and out through the nose. Allow your sensations to guide you. The wisdom of your own body. If you feel your torso sinking, knit belly button to spine, rise a little bit taller, allowing the hip flexors and the legs to relax. So preparing to come out of this pose, if your hands are on blocks, keep them on the blocks. If they're on the floor, keep them on the mat or the floor. Push into your hands slowly. Bend that right leg and extend your left leg. Or walk the blocks back so you can see better. Flex the right foot. Left hip crease comes forward, right comes back. Play with that a little bit. Stretch out that front leg, drop the head. Inhale, bend the knee, come back. Remove the blocks, place them in front of you. Palms or fingertips come to the mat. Bring the knees down. We're back at tabletop. Bring your big toes together, widen out the knees, and come into your child's pose. We'll breathe in and out through your nose. Just a few breaths here. And coming back to tabletop, find your way down onto your mat. Onto your back. And draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Interlace the fingers. Be kind to your body and just give it a little bit of love here. Say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for being so good to me for so long. Bring both knees back to the mat. Palms come down to the side of the body. Stretch out your left leg, stretch out your right leg. Both arms come up overhead for a nice big stretch to opposite sides of the room. Arms come back down by the sides for your 3 minutes of Shavasana. So, with eyes closed, last thought for our contemplation is, like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. So if there's something today that you would like to let go of, and maybe you don't even know what it is, you just know that there's a hindrance, there's a tension, there's something standing in the way. Maybe it even looks like a shadow. Allow yourself to breathe in love and breathe out love. Inhale and exhale love all day long. And simply remind yourself to let go. Like a leaf falling from the tree, she just let go. Allow yourself to sink into the mat and just fall away and let everything go. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make circles with your wrist and your ankles one way and then the other. Flex your fingers, spread them out wide, your toes out wide, and bring them back in like a ball. Stretch your arms overhead, really stretching opposite sides of the body. As we come out of Shavasana, roll over onto one side or the other, allowing yourself a moment on your side. Finding love and security here. And when you're ready, plant your palm into your mat, push into the mat, and come up to a tall seat. With eyes closed, finding your own breath. Acknowledge the beauty within. Acknowledge the love within. Acknowledge the work you've done today. Thank you for showing up, for making it to your yoga mat today, for doing yourself a favor. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. You are the light of the world. I love you. Namaste.